Happy Valentine's Day, everybody. As you can see, I have already started prepping for dinner tonight. This is going to be on my YouTube. So I have a jalapeno pepper. I've already got 2 of them cut with the seeds out. Some red onions. We're going to put some olive oil and some salt into the food processor. Alright, so I'm going to toss some of the onions in there. And I've already cut some of the jalapeno peppers so it cuts fine. So I added the olive oil and I'm just going to add 2 cloves of garlic and a little bit of salt. Alright, we're going to get ready to... Okay, so your pesto should look like this. Next we're on to heavy cream. I used a cup of heavy cream. I used grated Parmesan cheese and fontina cheese. Alright, so I needed both hands to grate the fontina cheese. We're just going to put this all in one bowl. And your skillet is next. I'm just going to add a little bit of olive oil. Make sure your pan is nice and hot. Okay, and pour everything in the pan. And you're about to whisk everything till it's nice and thick. I'm just going to add a little bit of salt. Don't worry, all the ingredients and the measurements will be on my YouTube, and a little bit of pepper. And we're about to whisk it. You want to whisk it like in a slow motion till it gets thick, but we're going to add a little bit of the pesto sauce to it. See how it's nice and bubbly? Okay, so I'm going to take a couple of scoops of the pesto to put in here. Like 2 scoops is good. And we're going to whisk it all together. I'm going to add a little bit more jalapeno to turn it a little bit more green. Of course, I cook everything fresh. So this is some fresh shrimp. I've already deveined them. And now I'm just going to cook them in the skillet. And that's that. Sprinkle it with some salt and that's that. Alright. So, thing about shrimp, you don't want to overcook them. They cook really fast. So I'm just going to turn them one by one. It smells really good. And don't forget the cheese. See how thick it is? Starting to be... Alright, and now I'm going to take them out the pan and just put them in this little bowl right here. See how you want them? You want them nice and... Then I got my pasta going. It's almost done. We're going to strain it. And then we're going to create our dish. Okay, so this is nice and thick. And now I already put the pasta on a plate. We're going to take some of this and drizzle it all over. And this is going to be the first kind of simple dish if you want. If you don't want to do much, this will be the first simple dish to do. And then I'm just going to toss. Alright, and then I'm just going to take some of these shrimps and chop it off. And this is the finishing product. Now, this could be your dish number 1. And we're going to get ready for dish number 2. Okay, so now on to the lobster mac and cheese. I got a couple ingredients, fresh lobster, of course, fresh cheese. The macaroni is cooked halfway through because you're going to cook it in the oven a little bit more. And cream. Just slice the lobster. It's perfectly beautiful. And I'm going to show you guys how I'm going to cut it for the lobster mac and cheese. So I've already cut up the lobster. And now I'm getting ready to butter my pan to cook the lobster to a nice pink color. Spread it all out. Nice color. Add a tablespoon of garlic. It's medium heat, by the way. That's when you're going to add the cream. So it's still at medium temperature. I'm going to add a half cup of flour. So now I'm gonna add the cheese and we're gonna whisk it in there. Sauce, and we're gonna whisk that as well. And then I'm gonna add the lobster and whisk that in there as well. See how thick it's getting? I'm ready to put it in my pan. My oven is on and I'm ready to cook it. And now we're getting ready to add the breadcrumbs. Asparagus and spinach, but just in case, make sure you cut the ends off. I'm gonna cook these things together because it's just vegetables. Tablespoon of garlic down, and then once that's done, I save the steak for last because you want everything to be cooked before the steak, right? Okay. So I just want to pull it out to show you guys how beautiful that looks. Wow. Okay. I'm just gonna let it cool down and then I'll get ready to plate it. Next is up with our steaks. Okay. My steaks are already seasoned and they've been seasoned for a couple of hours now. And now we're getting the only reason why it's acceptable for me to cook this late is because my man works in a restaurant and unfortunately he's tied up in Valentine's Day. So I like to save the steaks for last. We prefer our steaks medium rare to a medium. So I'm going to cook the steaks for him to medium. And this smells absolutely amazing. I cannot wait to plate my food.